So, how about you have seen how interior designers have interpreted and complemented your projects, and you have worked as an interior designer in other people's projects. So, do you believe that the interior should follow the architectural concept, or is there room for play and flexibility?
I think the interior is what drives it. I think that the architecture on the outside environment is a backdrop to the landscaping or to the natural environment. And then I think that the interior space is really the holy space. So, for example, I studied monasteries and cloisters around the Alps, and the monks would take whatever is available to build their monastery. So if it's on top of a mountain in Switzerland, they would take the granite stones and they would chip away and they would start to stack them one on top of each other, and that's how they would get the space. And then you walk inside the space where they spend the time on a daily basis, and whether it was to sleep, to eat, or to pray, or to write the books, right? In the library, you walk inside the library. The library was just phenomenal spaces where in there the church would keep the books on an ongoing basis, and that was the culture, because most people could not read and write. So because most people could not read and write, that's why you have a lot of pictures and graphics on the walls. But the monks would build the structure, and inside would be where the fine furniture would be. So a simple piece of furniture that would be built just as a utilitarian, yet very defined and very ergonomic, would be the ultimate pleasure, if you will, is the chair. Or the ultimate pleasure would be the bed or the mattress on the bed, or how high it is, or when you step down from the bed, that right there would be your slippers, because the stone floor would be very cold, but you would feel immediately the ability to stand up easily, because most monks were a little bit older. Their bones were a little bit, and there was no heating, and so you would want to have that accessibility. And those are the things that make or break the design. So the interior design is critical. The architecture, which is I am, my first degree is environmental design, my second degree is architecture. I love architecture, right? On our honeymoon, we had a video and a V8, and I would walk around, and my wife would go, if you would touch me as much as you touch the buildings and the stones, we might have a better relationship, But, so after 25 years, I learned, that's the way it is. But at the end of the day, the architecture for me, is a volume that creates the environment for the interior design, and is the backdrop to create the urban negative spaces, like a Noli plan, right, of what the city is, and it's the backdrop to the landscaping.